Usual questions at language exams. General things. 173. What schools did you go to? Nursery school, primary school and secondary school. Did you learn well at school? At primary school I didn't learn well, but at secondary school, yes. 175. Did you enjoy or like school? I liked school, but I didn't like learning. What were your favorite subjects? I only liked technical subjects. What subjects didn't you like? Maths, physics, CS and chemistry. What are your main interests? I'm interested in sports, films, music and languages. What is your personality like? I am hardworking, talkative and sociable. 180. What do you look like? I am tall, I have long red hair and brown eyes. I think I am slim. Family. 181. How big is your family? My family is small. Who do you live with? I live with my sister's family. How many sisters or brothers have you got? I have 2 sisters. How old are your parents? My father was born in 44, and my mother was born in 51. They died long ago. 185. Are your grandparents still alive? One of my grandmothers live in this city. She is 72. How often do you see her? Every week. Once a week. Have you got any aunts, uncles, in-laws, nephews, nieces, cousins or children? My sisters aren't married. They live with their partners. My younger sister has 2 children. My elder sister has 1 child, a son. I have 2 brothers-in-law and 3 nephews. How often do you see your relatives? Very often. What family occasions do you celebrate? We celebrate name days, birthdays and Mother's Day. 190. How do you celebrate birthdays? What do you do on birthdays? When I have a birthday, my sisters visit me. They give me presents, we talk and eat a cake. We do the same when my sisters have birthdays. What is the greatest family festival for you? Tell me a great family festival. Christmas. How do you celebrate Xmas? What do you do at Xmas? Before Xmas we do a great Xmas shopping. We buy food and drink and presents. On the 23rd and 24th we cook and bake for Xmas. On the 24th we visit our grandmother. We give presents to each other. Everybody has a Xmas dinner with her family. How do you celebrate Easter? We don't celebrate Easter. I don't know why, but we don't like Easter. How do you celebrate New Year's Eve? Usually I am at home and I watch TV, but sometimes I and my friends go to a party. 195. How many public holidays do we have, and what do we celebrate on these days? On March 15th, we celebrate the Hungarian Revolution and War of Independence on 48-49. August 20th is the day of our first king, Stephen. On October 23rd, we celebrate the declaration of Hungarian Republic and the Revolution of 1956. Daily routine. 196. How do you wake up? I wake up by an alarm clock. What do you do first when you get up? I go to the bathroom. What do you do in the bathroom? I wash. Who makes your breakfast? I, myself. I make my breakfast. 200. Where do you have lunch? When I work, I have lunch in the canteen. When I don't work, I have lunch at home in the kitchen. What do you usually have for lunch? It's changing. What do you usually do after work? After work, I go home, I watch TV or I learn. Who does most the housework in your family? My sister, because I am at home a little. What do you help in housework? I wash up, hoover, wash the floor, clean the bathroom, cook, etc. 205. What housework do you like or hate most? I don't like housework, but I do them. But I really hate taking the dustbin out. What labor-saving devices do you know? Iron, microwave oven, washing machine, hairdryer, hoover, etc. 207. Which do you often use? All of them. Hometown and housing. 208. What is your town like? Our town is small, but I like it. How many people live there? About 50,000 people. 210. Do you like to live there? Yes. It is a nice and calm place. Which do you prefer? Town or country? I like town better. There is always something interesting happening. Do you live in or outside the center? In the center. Do you live in a house or a flat? I live in a flat. In a 10-story building. What kind of flat is it? It is a 3-room flat on the second floor of a big block of flats. 215. How many rooms are there in your flat? There is a living room, 2 bedrooms, a hall, a kitchen, a bathroom, a toilet and a pantry. How big are the rooms? My room is the biggest. It's about 15 square meters. The smallest is the toilet. It's about 1 square meter. How is your room furnished? What are there in your room? In my room there is a wall unit, a sewing machine table, a sofa, a bed, 2 armchairs, a smoking table, and some plants. The smoking table is in the middle of the room with the 2 armchairs. Under the window there is a sewing machine table. My bed is opposite the window. The wall unit is between the door and the window by the wall. The sofa is behind the smoking table by the wall. How big is the kitchen? How is it furnished? Our kitchen isn't big. In the kitchen there are 2 fridges, a cupboard, a table, 4 chairs, a cooker, a sink, and 2 microwave ovens. Do you have a living room? No. The biggest room is mine. It isn't a living room, it is my bed-sitting room. 220. What things are there in your bathroom? In our bathroom there is a tub, a washing machine, a wash basin, and a mirror. Do you have a balcony or a cellar or an attic? We have a balcony. We use it for the washed clothes. What ornaments do you like? I like pictures and cushions. What telecommunication devices do you have or use? I have a color TV and a telephone. What heating do you have at home? We have central heating. 225. What do you have on your floor? We have wall-to-wall carpet in the rooms, the kitchen, the pantry, the toilet and the bathroom and the hall are tiled. 226. What kinds of houses do you know? Block of flats, detached house, semi-detached house, cottage. Hobbies and jobs. Hobbies and jobs. 227. What are your hobbies? Doing aerobics, learning English. What do you like doing in your free time? I watch TV, play with the children, read books or magazines, and I like sleeping. Tell me some hobbies. Traveling, working, collecting things, going to discos or cinemas, dancing, singing, do-it-yourself, DIY, etc. 230. Why do you learn English? I am planning to go to America. What are your plans for the future? I want to go to America. What would you like to be? A stage and custom designer. Do you need English for your work? Not yet. Do you like your job? I like it, but it's boring. 235. What kind of job is it? I am a dressmaker. I sit at my sewing machine all day, and the workshop is very noisy. How long have you done it? For 3 years. Is it a well-paid job? Do you earn well? Do you get a good salary? Dressmakers don't earn well, but I've got a good place. How many days paid holiday do you get? I think 22, but I don't know exactly. I'm not sure. What's your boss like? Do you like your boss? How do you get on with your boss? My boss is funny. I like my boss. I like him. 240. Do you like your colleagues? What about your colleagues? I like most of them. When do you start and finish work? I start work at 6 a.m. and finish it at 2:30 p.m. What do you usually do at your workplace? I work, at morning break, I have breakfast, I have lunch, at lunch break, I talk to my colleagues. Do you have any breaks? We have a morning break, a break at 10 a.m., a lunch break, and a break at 2 p.m. 244. Tell me some jobs. Locksmith, teacher, nurse, etc. Eating. 245. How many times do you eat a day? What are these meals? 3 times. Breakfast, lunch and supper. What do you usually have for lunch? Soup, second course, for example, noodles, vegetables dish, meat. And something for dessert. Tell me some national dishes. Goulash, fish soup, chicken paprika, stuffed cabbage, etc. What do you usually eat for supper? It's very changing. It depends on my hunger. For example, sandwiches, pizza, etc. What do you keep in your larder and fridge? What do you have in your larder and fridge? In the fridge we keep butter, milk, cold cuts, sour cream, cheese. In the pantry we keep sugar, flour, oil, rice, spices, canned and tinned food. 250. Who cooks at home? My sister, but at weekends I help her. Can you cook? Yes, but I don't like it very much. How do you like cooking? It's changing. Mostly I like cooking alone. What's your favorite food and how do you make it, if you can? My favorite food is stuffed cabbage, but I like it the way my grandmother makes it. How do you lay the table? I show you. The plate is here. The fork is here. The knife and the spoon are here. The napkin is here under the fork. And the dessert spoon and the glass are here. 255. Do you often go to restaurants? I never go to restaurants. How often do you go shopping? I go shopping every day on my way home from work. What do you buy every day? For example, rolls, milk, cold cuts, cheese, mineral water, etc. What can you buy at a supermarket? Baker's ware, dairy products, groceries, meat and sweets. How do you do your shopping there? Quickly, because I don't like shopping at a food shop. Most food shops are self-serviced and you have to use a basket and you have to pay at the cash desk. 260. What shops are there in the main street of your town? Stationers, sports shop, chemists, bookshop, shoe shop, haberdashery, perfumery, post office. What can you buy at a big department store? Everything I need, for example, clothes, shoes, leather goods, toiletries, jewelry, haberdashery, household goods, electric appliances. What services are there at a post office? At the post office I can buy stamps, envelopes, postcards. I can send letters, parcels and money orders. How do you send a letter or a parcel? I send my letters in envelopes with stamps. When I send a parcel I fill in a form and they weigh the parcel. How do you write the address on the envelope? I write the name, the town, the street, and the house number and the postal code on the right-hand side of the envelope. I put the stamp over the name. 265. Do you have a phone? I don't have a wire phone, but I have a mobile phone. I have had it for about a year. 266. How do you make a phone call from a public phone box? I pick up the receiver. I put a coin or a card into the slot. I dial the number. Health and sports. 267. When were you last ill? What was the matter? Long ago. I had a cold. Did you go to the doctors? No. How did you recover? I drank lots of tea and I lay a lot. I stayed in bed for some days. 270. How long did it take you to recover? About 5 days. What do you do when you have toothache? I go to the dentist's. What are the commonest diseases? Influenza, allergy, nervous problems, etc. What child diseases did you have when you were a child? I can't remember, but I must have had all. What do you do for your health? Nothing. I know I should do some sports, eat much fruit and vegetable, and sleep more. 275. Do you do any sports regularly? I used to go aerobic training, but nowadays I don't. What facilities do you have for sports? I can go swimming, jogging, playing football, playing tennis, biking, etc. What winter sports do you know? Ski, ice hockey, skating. What water sports do you know? Swimming, water polo, etc. I don't know more. What are there in athletics? There are running, jumping and throwing. 280. What ball games do you know? Basketball, handball, football, tennis, table tennis, golf, etc. Do you like football? No, I don't like it. I am not interested in it. Do you watch sports on TV? No, I watch no sport on TV. 283. What weather do you like best? When it is sunny and warm and not too hot. Weather, seasons and clothing. 284. Which is your favorite season and why? Spring, because the weather is nice then. 285. What's the weather like in spring? Sunny, nice and sometimes rainy. What's the weather like in summer? It's very hot day and night. What do people do in summer? They lie next to some water, travel and eat cold things. What do you wear on the beach? Men wear swim trunks, and women wear bikinis. I wear a bikini, of course. Which season do you hate most and why? Winter, because it is cold and I have to get dressed a lot. 290. What's the weather like in autumn? Wet, foggy, cold, cloudy, windy, bad. What do you do when it's raining? I use an umbrella. What's the weather like in winter? Cold, windy, freezy, snowy and dark. Do you like cold weather? No, I don't like cold, but I like snow. I like hot weather better. I prefer hot weather. What do you wear in winter? Boots, pullover, trousers, stockings, tights, coat, cap, scarf, gloves, warm socks. 295. Slippers, shorts, t-shirt or a dress. What do men wear? Shorts, trousers, tie, suit, jacket, socks, leather shoes. What do women wear? Skirt, blouse, suit, tights, stockings. What do you think is fashionable? Jeans are always very fashionable. I don't usually follow fashion. I always wear what I like and it depends on the weather. 299. What are you wearing now? I am wearing white socks, blue jeans, grey t-shirt and a grey pullover. Traveling. 300. How did you come here? By bus. How long did it take you to get here? About an hour. What vehicles are used in city transport? Trams, underground, trolley buses, buses, suburban train. How do you use public transport vehicles? We need a ticket or season ticket. We can get on and off at stops. We have to punch our ticket. We have to push a button before we want to get off. How do you use the underground? I use it like the other public transport vehicles. 305. How do you go to work every day? On foot. How do you like to travel? I like traveling by car, because it's more comfortable than buses or trains. When did you last travel by train? Long ago. About 4 years ago. We came home from Lake Balaton. Where do you like to sit? Next to the window. Where did you buy the tickets? At the ticket office. 310. Have you ever flown? No, but I would like to try it. Where do you like to go on holiday? In 1 year to a beach and in the other year to the mountains. How do you like going on holiday? I always go for an individual trip. How do you prepare for a journey? What do you pack before leaving? I pack clothes, shoes, toiletries, food and the necessary documents. What documents do you need when you go abroad? Passport and a visa. 315. What do they ask you at the customs? I have to show them my luggage. Where can tourists stay? At hotels, motels, camping sites, guest houses. What rooms are there in a hotel? Single room, double room, room with a bathroom or a shower. How can you book a room at a hotel? Personally, in a letter or on the phone. 319. How do you check in? I have to fill in a form. I get the keys and I occupy my room. Free time activities. 320. How often do you go to the theater? I don't go to the theater, because I am not very interested in it. How did you enjoy your last visit to the theater? I liked it, but it was very long ago. What was the play about? It was about a student who was cheated. It didn't have a happy end. Do you have a favorite actor or an actress? My favorite actor is Tom Hanks and my favorite actress is Sandra Bullock. I like the way they play. What films do you like to see at the cinema? Comedies, thrillers and detective stories. 325. Do you ever watch TV? Yes, but only in the evenings. What are your favorite programs? Nature films and feature films. Which do you prefer, radio or television? I like both. I use radio and television in the same way. When do you usually listen to the radio? When I work all day. What programs do you always listen to? Everything. 330. What music do you like? Pop music. Do you subscribe any newspapers? No. What paper do you read if you read? I don't read newspapers, only magazines. Do you ever buy books or newspapers? I never buy books or papers. Do you go to libraries? No, I don't go to libraries. 335. Do you like reading? No, I don't like reading.